Hello and welcome to Bathurst today in Australia for the 3.86 mile long circuit, 23 turns today, the 22 lapper today with the Formula C championship we have on this channel every Wednesday night. We did last week, this week, and then we miss a week, and then we do the week after that. We'll be back racing, we will with that. We will. So if you are, please all hit a like and please do all sub to the channel, it would be amazing. Sadly today we only have a 10-minute qualifying just to deal with it today, I have to say. And Robert is your first out on track. Here he is. Glides our way past us now, he does. Up into corner number 1 he goes. Out of corner number 1. Sorry, out of corner number 2 he goes. Up to 3, into 3, out of 3 he goes now. It's the tightest circuit, one of the tightest we go to on the calendar due to the tight corners here. Look, this bit of track here, probably just big enough for 2 of these cars. And there's 8 of them who are going to race this track for the benefits of the day they are. It's different drivers each week. It is. And this week we've got Trevor, Leonardo, Bastian, John, Adri, Matthias, Jan, Robert, and that's it this week. And me, of course, in the pits waiting. I am just the commentator on some beautiful racing. As Robert now about to go to the straight, here he is. Around the corner now, just before the straight. He now has another corner to go now. Into the corner he goes now, and down the really long straight he will go now. And this will be one of the longest bits of track I think he'll ever do. This, by the way, the straight at Bathurst is longer than the start line straight, of course, at Hungary, and longer than start line straight at Belgium. So the two Belgian tracks, but the start line straight here is shorter than one of the corners anyway. They won't probably get 2 laps from this race, as here he comes into the corner. Look. Just started lap off, he's already starting into corner 1. Now he's racing up, he will now. Up to corner number 2 he goes. Down another long straight, here he goes. There's 2 long straights, and then look guys, a massive, really weird bit of track. And that is it really, today, as he powers out this. But now, up he comes now, he'll be the first to clock in the lap, first to get the lap times, he will. But I don't know, for example, if he's actually going to do and get the best lap time in. But he will be the first to clock a lap time in. He'll probably get 2 to 3 laps in today. As there's a car behind him now, there is in the screen. You can pop into the screen, you can see a car. I don't know who that is, I think Matt's. Anyway, he will do a lap, will he? On the top part of the section it's raining. That could be a problem. As I'm just going to look now, see what just popped up on the top of my screen there. Something popped up. Oh, but Evil Dragons Racing. Doing the Gavra League Academy. Anyway, I've got my championship for the Wednesday, which is great to see. Flat out you are down that bit, then you're braking into this corner, not flat out you're not. Definitely not flat out. Up you come here, will he make his way into the pits? Or will he make a lap here? No, he's coming in. It's 7th. Seconds now, eh? These two who are right near each other can actually get laps done, here they are. Across the line. Now come the 2 teammates. Just start. Oh look, they get first and second. Good for them too. Second he goes, I think, so no. Robert is the first out of the pits, he is. And he'll be the first on some good tyres as the other three make their way into corner one. Now they do, and they're only wanted 10 laps they are here, so yeah. Robert needs to push this lap here, he will, as he's already done 15 seconds, so he's a bit behind what he should be, but don't only bother him. He can do it. I'm going to go just come up to Gavel Academy quickly, and then I'll be back, so yeah. I'm just going to look at the Gavel Academy on here. Official Gavel League. Is the official Gavel League doing a stream? Nope, it's just Evil Dragon then. Down to the line now comes Robert with his lap here. He will actually clock this lap to in here, he will. And then Ricardo will the car behind, but he crosses the line. 5th, not bad. 6th as he's now, because 5th right behind him. Where's 7th? There he is, 7th. 8th there, so they've all got a lap here and they all now have 2 minutes to do a lap here, which will literally, they just have enough time for one last lap here. Every single car does here, except the guys who are coming out of the pits. They do not have enough time for another lap. Do they? I'm trying to check. Yes, they do actually. If they can manage to get out of the pits quickly and get a quick chance here. This is their lap. So the guys who've just made out the pits, this is their lap as well. As we look back at Robert here, who is first on the road, but has big pressure from Matthias right behind him. Yeah, this is their first flying lap. So these guys, for them, it's their first real big flying lap here that is. And it's going to get them kind of a nerve. Not really a nerve, really. Just going to get them ready to go, it is, really. As he's making his way down now, does Robert. We're going to not look at Robert, then we're going to look at Matthias here, we are. Who I don't really know much about these drivers today. These are brand new drivers for the day. Every round we have brand new drivers, because we do. Don't know why, but we do. We are doing a new series on my first channel, which will come out after this, if I can get the 22 lap race done quickly, I mean. And yes, Donington Park, where Gabber is where Billy Mongato's crashed. But this track, I don't really know. This track, the Aussie legends come to. The Aussie 1000s come here. The little Aussie cars. And the V8 Super Cup come here. That are Aussie V8 Super Cup, of course. Come here, so nice. Or as they're about to come across the line now, they are to finish their lap up here. This will be their last lap here, it will. Across the line now, he goes back into 5th. So 4th. So 7th is Robert. 8th, John is last in the pack today. but has got a car behind him, but he's now going to try and get a good lap in. Here he is in this Formula C. Cross the line he goes. 5th, what a lap there. He beats Matthias, Leonardo, Robert there he does. And they won't get another lap in here, they won't. Everyone's crossed the line, have they? Let's just check. Yep, everyone's crossed the line. And it looks like everybody here today, you're not getting another lap in, so that's qualifying for you there. And then we go straight to racing today. As there we go, the laps are over. So it is Adri in the lead from Trevor, from Bathurst, from John, from Matthias, from Leonardo in 7th, 8th Roberts. There, 12 seconds behind the leader there he was. 11 seconds was Leonardo. 11.6 sorry, 6.5. 11.601 for Matthias. 11.2 for John. 0.886 to Jan. Bastian 0.20 to him. And Trevor 0.092. By the way, the top 4 were when it wasn't raining. The 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th kind of when it was raining, so kind of got disadvantage there. They did, and let's get on into the race. The only one of the year we do this. I think I did this last round as well, but only a couple of rounds we do this. We do this, but across the line they're going to come now. The 8 of them, powering their way down here they do. It's really lovely to see 8 cars here, look, all battling for positions. Here they are here as we go racing, here we do. Everyone's back on the track, everyone's on track here, so it is. It's kind of the same guys here, but Trevor's made a really bad mistake, so has Matthias here, but Robert hasn't. Robert's got a position here, and will be delighted to be where he is. There's a battle on for the lead, for 2nd place here there is. 8 cars for 22 laps, everybody. What do you think about it? Very good to see not many cars, because you can talk about them more. Yeah, I never thought about that, but yes you can. You can. As Jan has got Leonardo right behind him, and Leonardo wants to pass. As the top 2 have pulled a gap away now, they have of 1.6 seconds the top 2 have over the field, which isn't surprising, really it's not. As they make their way down now, do the rest of the field now. They do here. Will they come down to the line? As now, everyone now blurs their way down. Back straight, here they are. Everyone now is on the back straight here. As there really is, everybody here there is. Matthias has lost a lot of ground here over Robert. Matthias though has to defend, no he does. Sorry, Trevor here has to defend over Robert, but Robert I think has gone straight slipping past there, has he? He's hit the grass though, he's hit the grass. Robert's hit the grass. And will that make Trevor go past? No, it won't. Trevor's not done it, but John wants to pass Leonardo here, he does. A third's pulled away from these two as John looks at the inside of Leonardo. He nearly taps him, but no, doesn't get past there. And for 21 laps to go for him now, it seems like it's going to be just getting away around the outside here for these guys. Every round they get different prizes and they get to be different people. So I'll read out the races for you coming up. So we have Alton Park, then we have Cadwell Park, sorry, then Alton Park. Copy. As they come down now, they do to complete the up they come. This little bit of track here they are. Lovely to see them here. here they are, and they haven't really done much there, but 6 has pulled away. Roberts pulled away from 7th, and Travers gone a bit wide there, he did, a bit wrong problem, and he's now lost a lot of ground. He has a whopping 13 seconds, of course, Trevor has, as the rest here are coming down now. They are. The third trying to catch up here, but 4th and 5th are still bounced, nowhere near each other. They're not. 5th and 6th are trying to catch 7th, so 6th and 7th trying to catch up. 8th and is out by himself here. He is way back on the rest of the field. Here he is. But the battle on here is for the lead. The only battle we've got today. And just to say, we back to the story. We have Cadwell Park next, then Alton Park, then Road America, then Sonoma, which is your next 4 rounds of the championship for you. And at Cadwell Park, ladies and gentlemen, we have 7. We have a whopping 10. We have a 15 lap race. We do not 15, 16 lap up for still there. As we're now looking at Bastion, who's about a car length, maybe 2 behind the leader here. He hasn't really got much to say here. I'm just going to check and see how much I sound. Yeah, I can't be too loud because I've got my mum's bit. Somebody's in bed in my house already, and yeah. Oh, he's made a little mistake there. Did Bastion, and Bastion there did not do what he expected to do there. Everybody here, if you're watching, he didn't. He did definitely not, and that could cost Bastion a lot of time. It could. As down now, 3rd trying to catch you up, 4th and 5th. Well, they're not really battling. 6th is trying to catch up with them. 7th is coming, and 8th is slowly but surely making his way around here. If he gets fast lap of the race, he'll get if the fast lap of the race, you get 50 quid. For winning the race today, you get 500 quid. 2nd place gets 250. 3rd gets £125, and that's it. That's all the prize money they give out today. And the fastest lap gets 50 quid. The fastest lap gets 25 quid. The driver of the day gets 50 quid as well. So you comment hashtag and the name of the driver today, which you want. Just the first name, please. I don't need the second name. That's fine. You can forget about second name for today, but first name will be fine today. So far, my driver today, John, he's just not really done much, and he's kept a BDR on this race, and he's done a beautiful job today. He has. Don't know what the weather's going to be for the whole race, so I can't confirm that. But Bastion now across the line. He comes now to start his 19th lap of the race. Here he does. Not with 19 to go now, so starts his 4th lap of the race, and he looks pretty quick. Here he does. He is only 1.4 seconds behind. It was 1.6 last time I checked. 2.9, it's gone up by 0.1 to the car behind, so not that bad really. As 4th's catching with 3rd, but not by much. 5th's not doing much, 6th's not doing much, and 7th just not doing much either, and 8th, disappointment in 8th really. Today, there should be more battling in the next race, because Cadwell Park's so small, like so tight, a bit tighter than this track of course, but smaller, so that is why we have a smaller raceway. I didn't decide these, by the way. I randomly generated on a generating site what laps we're going to do for each race. So it's going to go 16 laps, Alton Park, Cadwell Park, Alton Park 24 laps, Road America 14, Sonoma 26, and China 14. Guys, for you to notice. As down comes 2nd Bastion, he has looking like he's got pressure from on the leader, but he's not getting the lap times clocked in. So really, I just don't know what he's really planning to do tonight. I don't, generally I don't. So tomorrow night there will be a live stream up with, he tried. Bastion tried into the corner there. Didn't try really to try much. The board's out for the leader, board's in for the leader, board's out for 2nd, board's in for 2nd, board's out for 3rd, board's in for 3rd, board's out for 4th, in for 4th, in for 5th, in for 6th. in for 7th, and 8th actually is pushing in good laps here. Look, if I can just show you on board 8th, 7 seconds behind there. He was 15 seconds, so he pulled the gap quite considerably down, not considerably but quite down. There's a second place driver here, looks like he wants to go inside. Here he does. You can see it here with his teammates here in 3rd position. For the team it would be a great honour. He will. Is there yeah, so I'll wait for your teammates. First and 6th, 2nd and 3rd, 4th and 7th, and 8th and 5th are your teammates today. I just do not know about Bastion today. He wants to get past Adri, but I don't know if Adri will let him past. Making their way down to the straight already. They've already made it to the last corner before the straight. Now into that corner comes 3rd, 4th. Oh, 4th caught him up. He's now 1.4 seconds behind. He was 1.7. He was 1.7. The gap's not gone down much, it hasn't there. 5th is behind them. 6th is trying to catch up with him, Robert. 8th, 7th, Matthias is slowly but surely coming up, and Robert and Trevor, well, he is pushing to try and get close to them. I don't think he will. As Bastion here still keeping an eye on this race here. He is. Which will pay in his hands if he can get past into the one of the corners coming up here. 3rd's got 4th closing, but not by much really. The gap's 1.6 down the straights. Down on the corners it's 1.3. It was like 1.2, 1.3, and everyone thinking, oh, it's really close, and then back out it goes. Yeah, which concerns us a little bit. But 17 to go, which means we've had 6 laps out of 22 completed for everyone. Yep. Last now comes down to cross the line now. A 1 minute 2.834. If he was in the lap time he's doing, he would be 3rd in the race. Now that's pretty good for him, Trevor. I know that. But the fastest lap of the race goes to leader. 2 minutes 2.469. Slowest lap of the race goes to Matthias. 1 minute 5.209. Bastion still picking. I'm still picky, Bastion is. He will be still picky a lot as we go on board of him for about 10 seconds here as we go past the old commentary box there, the commentary box where the people up here would see, but because it's a game on a computer, we can see the whole track. In real life you have to have 2 commentators in, like Kettle Park, of course. If you didn't know, Kettle Park has the start line straight, first corner, around first corner, and around like the second corner, then around the second kind of corner, and then into like the 3rd kind of corner, which is the out of that corner. There'll be a new guy seeing them come through that, down around a little bit of a mill track, and then past the bridge, and then that's where the guy at the start line will pick them back up, and then he'll lose them again into like the woods section, like the woods kind of section, and then back into the site they will come for him. So he only gets them for about maybe 20 or 30 seconds, and the other guy gets them for about a minute of the lap, but it doesn't really bother the guys at Cadwell. They still enjoy their commentating. They do. As we go on board with Bastion here, the gap's 1.3 as they brake, as they go out of the braking zone. It's up. It's still 1.4. It's now 1.4. So that could be a problem here as they've got onto the 7th lap they come. Look at the lead. Look at 2nd here. He's just not pushing the performance I would like in, really. Not from what I would like, but as we go on board with him again for a quick second. He's putting in laps, but not the best laps he could. Here's Bastion now, looking like he's going to try this, but He's pulled a little gap out the leader has now to 1.7, so yeah, Bastian's slowing. I have no idea why. I think he might have a problem, but you don't know. Never know in these big races that they do. There is races they do, by the way, just to quickly allow. Oh, that gap's gone down to 1.9 seconds from Trevor. From Matthias to Trevor. So that gap's gone down, and Matthias is a 6-second gap. Yeah, Matthias is slowed a lot, not lots, but not quick. He has 6th caught up with 5th. 4th is nowhere near 3rd where I thought he was, and Bastian has actually pulled a little gap out here. He has, so good to know here. If you look at the quickest lap of the race, the quickest lap of the race has to go to the leader still, but no, to second. Sorry, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes 2.265. The second quickest is first, then it's last in this race, of course. Who's got the second? Who's got the next quickest? As across the line now comes the leader. Now comes second, third, board out, boards back in. Fourth, boards out, boards in. Fifth, coming down the line now. Boards out, boards in. Boards out, boards in for 6th. 7th. Look at that gap. I told you Trevor's quick at this track. He hasn't disappointed me today. He has definitely not disappointed me. As we go back on board with him, not quicker. That wasn't. That was a 1 minute 2.717. But it is quick enough there. It is. Bastian has pulled a gap down now. He has. But we look at the battle for 7th here, as it goes into the little bit here with Trevor. Trevor could go side by side here as they go up to the thing here. He will be going side by side here. Trevor will. Hello. Has he made it into 7? Around the outside. This would be a great move if he has. It would be a great move if he has. They both hit the wall. They both hit the wall there. No, he doesn't make it around. But that was a great try there from Trevor. He kind of looked like Trevor, but he didn't. He managed not to. And it was kind of annoying for Trevor. But you know, it doesn't really matter for Trevor. He tries to do it and didn't know. But yeah, you know. But here he goes then into the corner. He looks up inside there, Trevor. We're going to go on board with Trevor for a second. Here we are. He's looking left, right and centre. I think he'll do it down the big straight coming up. Which every other car, by the way, if you didn't know, is on as we speak. All the rest of the cars are on it. These two are battling way, way too far here. As we look at the lead two gap's gone down as well, which is good. So has the gap from 5th to 6th. But look at 7th here. He pulled the gap out, but Trevor is now closing the gap up. Here he is, and he looks like he's now going to go side by side here. Yes, he's gone to the inside line here into the third to last corner, and he's got it done. Trevor's got it done, and he's pulled a gap out already. He has into the third to last corner now, into the second to last now he goes, and down to the last corner now comes Trevor. This Trevor now can try and actually get some lap times actually clocking in here with Trevor now. Look at the lap time here. We're going to see it's a 2 minute 6.470, which is 3.877 slower apparently. Let's look at the leader here. The gap swiveled by the leader. The leader had a 1.77 gap. Now it's gone down to about, I think, 1.4. I'll just check it for you guys. Yes, 1.6. No, it's gone back up to 1.7 now. Back up to 1.7. Now that I thought would be shorter than a 1.7 gap, but apparently it is, as there's not really many battles. The only battle I can really see is for Travis and Matthias. That is really frizzled out, that has that gap. Robert has actually pulled in a quicker lap. That lap just gone, he did. Yeah, the quickest lap of the race he's done was that lap just gone. So I think he needs to put a bit of pressure on the guy in front, but the leader now has pressure and knows it. He does. Golly knows it. Second now, down the straight they're going to come, these two. Third, all race, I've got to say, has had no pressure. Fourth has tried to pressure him, but just can't. And really, I don't know why these two are really battling each other for this race. 5th and 6th, they're trying. 7th and 8th have had a good battle. They have. What a battle that was, and it's fizzled out after 2 laps. That did. So that really fizzled out after 2 laps. So really pointless for me now talking about that, as I'm really not doing much tonight. So what time is it? Quickly, if this finishes before 9:30, I may do it again. I may do the video if it comes after 9:30. I'll do the video tomorrow night. I plan that tomorrow night now. I'll bring all the paper into here. Basically what I'm going to do for that video is I'll discuss it in the video. The live stream on the I'm not going to be doing that in the live stream. Every episode is going to be live streamed, but you know. Look at second here. It means business, I think here. Look at the cars. They're lovely cars. They're about maximum speed they can do in them cars is 120 miles an hour. 130, sorry. Pretty much max is what these can do in around this track. About 130 to 135 is the quickest I've seen them do around this track. So don't really know much more about them. The quickest ever they can do probably is 140, 150. So good for them. It is as well as they've done 10 laps this race. This is nearly halfway distance already they've done. As we look back at the battle here, Roberts has pulled the gap down again. It was 1 second. It's now 0.7, 0.72 it was when I just looked then. So he is pushing now. Roberts is. He did start last, and he really wants to get fifth and get a good little bit of points here today. It's not really points, but you know what I mean. He wants to get some good runs. He does in this championship, and he wants to try and goodness. There will be a WEC. That's the World Endurance Racing Championship, WERC. As he's now pulled a gap there, Robert has closed up the gap he has, but down the straight he's just not quick or powerful enough. Look, down the straight, Robert is not powerful enough down the straight, but he is quick enough in the corners. As we go on board quickly, just see what how quick he's going here. Oh, we just managed to do 150, so yeah, these cars can probably do about 200 miles an hour. No, I don't know, maybe 170 max. Then if I must have been mistaken then, I don't know. But anyway, over 150 miles an hour these cars can do at this circuit here. Was Robert, couldn't try it there, could he? With 11 laps gone here, they're on to 11th lap now. Every car is except the back two. As the board's out, board's in for 6th there and 5th. As Robert now, we go on board with, has he up this straight? No, he just loses momentum. Oh my god, that's not good for Roberts. When you look at the straight later, if he ever takes him in the corners coming up here, it won't be good for Robert, it won't. Definitely won't be good for Robert, but Robert's pulled the gap way down again, he has. And Robert now looks like he's going to go left, right and centre. He's going to go left, right, and then maybe cut in and see what he's going to do here. But let's look at Robert here and see what he can do. If you can't hear what I'm understanding what I'm saying, I'm going to be a bit slow in a second. Here I am. As Robert pulls the gap back, he does here, into the corner section. Now they go. So now in the corners they are now. I say these are the fast corners of the track. They are in a second. Now they're going into the slow corner section. They are which is where I like to be. I would love to see overtaking down here. And if we could stand at this corner, you probably can stand on these corners here. I would love to stand here and just watch cars blurt past you here. I've got a list before I die, of course, of all the tracks I want to go to in the world. I've already ticked one off. I've already ticked Silverstone off. I have already ticked Silverstone off and Snetterton off. Well, Snetterton wasn't even on it, but I've been Snetterton, so I've just put it on there and ticked it off. The tracks in England I'd like to go to Doddington Park, Crookston, Rockingham, and Knock Hill. And in America I'd like to go to the Road America circuit and the Track to Americas. In Australia, Bathurst, of course, maybe the Australian Grand Prix circuit, and in other countries I would like to go to Spa, Nürburgring, Monza or Imola will be fine, and the others I don't mind. The other tracks I really don't mind. There was other tracks in the world that I want to go to, which I can't remember them as we speak, so I'll talk about them in a bit. But here he goes, Roberts pulled the gap down again. Let's look back at 4th. He's got 4 seconds to the guy in front, 7 to the guy behind. So he's not really trying. The third, 7 to the guy in front, 3 to the guy, 3.9 to the guy behind. Seconds lost the momentum they had, and 56 of them two are really battling. Seventh has got a gap of around. It's got a gap of 8 seconds to the guy behind, 6.9 to the guy in front. So yeah, it's just really fifth and sixth who are battling it out today. Today, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a great day, man. That's this race, by the way, is at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and yeah, it should be good here. As sixth, Robert here puts the gap down now. He does a long way down. It's now about 1 car length. It is to the car in front, but the car in front now is pulling away because they're going onto the straight now, and the guy has pulled away. And the poor old Robert here, as you can look at Robert now, has lost the gap to the car in front, and will be really gutted here. He will see that as we now look at the leader here. What's he got planned for second position? In Project Cars, this is what you do in Project Cars. In real life, I don't know if it works like this, but Project Cars have released in the Project Cars 1 game in what they class as the championships. Oh, that's a weird one. Fourth in the pits. Fourth in the pits, everybody. Fourth in the pits. So too is Robert. So too is Robert. Everyone now deciding to do their manual pit stop. Robert, in he comes now. So I think Travis will come. Yes, he will. I told you he would. Travis is now going to come there, and Matthias, is he going to come into the pits or is he going to stay out? He's going to stay out, and he'll be probably in 6th if he's lucky. No, in 7th, still not bad though, as Robert makes his way up the pits now. I think everyone has to do a manual pit stop, so I genuinely don't know if that's the case. If they do, then they do. Here's Bastian now. So that was a battle that was left there until Robert came into the pits really, and Robert now has been in the pits and not really doing much. And just to say, like, people, if I didn't say, what was I to say? Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying about my video tomorrow. My video, I'm going to talk about it anyway if I haven't mentioned it. My video tomorrow is the live stream. It's the like Spencer FC's video, Spencer's channel, where he does like pick up that pot. I'm just gonna do that as well, but kind of not really. But you know what I mean. So I'm gonna do something like that as well. Do they really have to do a manual pit stop or not? Well, first has actually come into the pit, so yes, I think they do. But second now, Bastian's going to be your leader of the race, everybody. Bastian started this race in 3rd on the grid, of course, and is now going to be leader of this race. Third's going to be Leonardo. 4th's going to be John. Leonardo, John, will he? So I mean 5th. Well, 5th. Yes, he will. 5th will get a battle on his hands. 5th will. Oh, well, 6th. I mean 6th. Sorry, will have a battle on. Oh no, maybe 5th. 5th. I mean 6th. I think may have a battle on Jan. No battle for anyone. So no battles really around the field here today. Yet. There could be in a minute, because 7th, Robert, I'm disappointed with. I'm not disappointed with, I'm annoyed. He'll be annoyed that he's back in 8th because of pit stops, but he won't really care really. The guys haven't had pit stops yet. Quickly, if you have to have a pit stop this race, is Bastian, is Lorenzo, is John, is Travis, and Joanne, Matt, and that's it. Everyone else has had a pit stop here today. Bastian makes his way out of the last corner now, and now makes his way down the back straight he goes now. So out of the last of the section of the corners there, and down the straight he comes now with approximately 14 laps out of 20 to go, which equals 9 laps to go. Here it is of Bathurst. Here it is. There is a Bathurst 1000 race, which if you didn't know, there is a Bathurst 1000 kilometre race, which they measure how the miles it is this lap, or kilometres anyway, whatever the lap is, they do what the laps are like, kilometres, miles wise, and they do that in thingy. Bastion has not come in. Bastion does not decide to come into the pit. He has to, I do think, come in. I don't know why the others came in. If they have to come in, then they will have to come in. I'm just going to check with second here if he's going to come in. If he doesn't come in, then I don't think they have to come in, and I think it's stupid that the guys who did come in came in there. John, let's have a look. John's not coming in. Look at Trevor, sorry. He's coming in, so yes, I think they do have to come in sometime this race. But I think them guys are waiting till near the end of the race, which could be a mistake, could not be. As there is a little crash, there is, down at corner for 1. And that was for John, and John's now got back going again, and has lost a lot of time, he has, because he has 7th in. 8th now, maybe get a battle from Trevor. Yes, he will. 8th will probably get a battle from Trevor, but 8th now is Matthias. Matthias will come out whenever he does, but let's look at the leader here. Already coming down that back straight, nearly. And he will be happy. Please comment your driver of the days. We still got one driver of the day in the chat we have. Thank you very much whoever just commented driver of the day there with the hashtag plus your driver of the day, and we will announce your driver of the day for you guys. Roberts, your driver of the day. Yeah, I wouldn't admit Robert to be the best driver of the day, but yeah, you can have Robert as your driver of the day. It's up to you what you have on driver of the day, I don't really care. Hello, James Peters. Straight in with a hashtag, there he is. Straight in there with Bastion as his driver of the day. So yes, you can have Joe Bastion actually, because he did do a great move at the start of the race to get into the lead, and then another great move to get back from the lead there. So yeah, you're going to Bastion if you want. Seconds in. There's a battle on our hands now, but it's not a big battle though, it's just like there's a big gap actually. And then there's a big gap for these guys here, Matthews here has a big gap, the leader has a big gap now, just going to see that. So Leonardo's been in, the only guy who hasn't been into the pitch yet, the two guys, are John and Bastion. If they don't come in, I don't know if they'll get penalties or not. I'll have to ask our race director, who is watching the stream. Very nice to see the race director in today. The race director is James Peters, of course. Not James Peters, is Chris Davis. So Chris Davis is our race director. He will check up on it. Our race director is Sam, and he will check up on it for us. His name on YouTube, by the way, is Cadwell Park TV, of course. Cadwell Park TV. So yeah, he will check up on it. I'll have to check if he actually thinks if they should come into the pits or not. Go back to leader. He's in though. Leader's in, so that's fine. Now he gets the limiter on, and he's straight in there, straight to the box. Is John coming in? Yes, he is. So John's coming in as well. There won't be a new first place with that. Well, there might be actually trying to be a new first place. As down to the line comes your third place. Bastion is making his way out the pits, and into corner number 1, as I speak, comes Adri. So he could try and catch up with Bastion here and try and make it an eventful last lap of the race, last couple of laps. As Dwan makes his way into third, so does Leonardo. John makes his way out the pits. He will be Roberts. Yes, there'll be a battle for him and Roberts, and there is no real battle for everyone else. So Robert will get a battle here, he will. Not a big one, but Leonardo here looks like he's going to try and do it here. No, he says there. They've been behind each other for 3 laps now, these two have. So yeah, they've been 3 laps without coming into the pits for Leonardo. So Leonardo did come in lap 9 to go, so did actually come in. Everyone's been in now, so yep, everyone's been in, so well done all of them. And let's check second actually. Is he close to first or not? Well, he relatively got the push he has. There is a 3-way scrap nearly a 3-way scrap here for the... No, nearly a 2-way scrap, sorry, but here they come, look, Leonardo here, to the inside line. Oh, he didn't do it there, to the outside line goes Leonardo! Into the inside line, Leonardo still hasn't done it there. This is close, they're both nearly side by side here, they were there at that bit. Into the little bit of complex of corners here, they've got 1 corner to go now before the back straight. They have, around that they go now, they do, out of that they come now. Down the back straight, they will come now. On board with Leonardo, we go now. For about 10 seconds, we will. Will Leonardo try and make it side by side here, will he? Yes, he will make it side by side. Literally, he does make it literally side by side. They both go here as Leonardo puts himself side by side here. Will he get past? No, Leonardo has... He shut the door. Jan has shut the door there, but Leonardo goes up inside their line there. He doesn't make it through there, but with 5 to go now, we have 18 out of 25 laps completed here we have. This is a big battle, here it is, as Leonardo tries to pass Jan again, can't do it there. Oh my god, this is great racing from these guys here on this race day. Today it is great racing from these guys. These guys are 2 to 4 years in Formula Racing, so they're not rookies. Well, they are. Some can be rookies, but they're not really. They're all up there with 2 to 4 years of experience of racing in formulas, of course, on the steering wheel on PS4. On Project Cars, because Project Cars came out 15, 16, 17, 16, 15, 16, 16 to 17. The Project Cars been out about 3 years now, it has. So yeah, they're about 2 to 3 years practice on this game, but it has... Here he goes, Leonardo, into the inside line. Oh, says no there, he doesn't. But this could be great racing for Leonardo here, if he can get past here. Looks up inside now, he does, can't do it there. As we now look back a bit of the field here, as Trevor now looks up to try and get past Robert, but can't do it there. We quickly look back at Leonardo now. What can Leonardo do? Into the last corner now, they go. As the leading two make their way down the straight now to start their 4th lap to go, they will any minute. As Leonardo now, what's he going to do down the straight here? Will he pull side by side like he did last time, or will he not? As Trevor is trying to get past Robert here. Anything? Oh, he nearly hits Robert there, but he can't do anything there. As we look at these two side by Leonardo now, will he go side by side here? Will he put to the inside line here? I think he will into the corner here. I don't really know if he will though. He's gone inside line. Leonardo still not past there. Leonardo really wants this, he does. We look back at now quickly at Trevor. He's not close enough, so we're going to leave that back up a second here as Leonardo into inside line here. 4 to go now. We've got 4 to go for the leader of this race. 4 to go for the leader, but we have 3rd, 4th battling here. 6th and 7th battling as Trevor to the inside line. Trevor still side by side. Hasn't got the move done there because he's not side by side anymore. And now we look at Leonardo. Side by side, Leonardo goes. Will he get the inside line? Yes, he will get the cut to inside line. Leonardo will, but just cuts back in. No, Leonardo. What I would have done was kept going straight on. You would have maybe got the move done, but you didn't. As we now look back here, we do now. Will he get the move done here? Trevor. He goes to the outside line. No, he decides to shut the door there. Trevor does. As we look back at your leader here, he's got the gap of 4.8 seconds. Now it's up to 5.1. He's got that gap. That's a great gap that he's got there. But then we have two battles, which are great. 6th and 7th battle, and 3rd and 4th, which is going to go on probably to the end of the race, which is great to see these drivers with the experience here each week putting the pressure on the drivers here. Yeah, I don't know if it's 14 or 15 this game came out, but anyway, it's 2 to 4 years experience anyway on a racing game in Formula Cars. These guys have to have, they do here. So anyway, Leonardo here makes his way down here now. They're about to look at this, here they are. Look at this, Trevor up the inside, he goes there and is through on Roberts there. Good move there, but it's a really bad move there, it was really, I think, because he actually nearly spun him around, which I don't think they're allowed on this side, is it? But Leonardo here looks at the inside line, doesn't do anything in that corner there, as now the leader crosses the line with 3 to go. Does the leader up the little straight now, the big straight he goes now, and Leonardo really, I think, wants to get past this. Will be the battle of the day. It will here. This might change everybody's drive of the day. James Peters, I do believe, still said it was Bastian, but will you make that difference here, will you? No, now it's Leonardo, okay. Okay, now it's Leonardo, that's fine, mate. As Leonardo now, up he comes now, try and keep pressure on here, he will. But he actually hasn't gone far away. Robert hasn't, but Trevor, what a move that was there, though. As the leading two are close enough, they can see, literally, they can see each other, look. There we go, just on the corner goes the leader. They can see each other. The leader can see second, but not really much to check about here, as when the leader crosses the line, it'll be last lap flag out, as this race for Leonardo could be quicker if he gets past the guy in front. The guy in front has had slower lap times, 2 minutes 5 to a 2 minutes 4. So yeah, has had slower lap times here. And side by side there, are they going to go here, Leonardo, side by side? Just a bit too slow there, Leonardo is into this bit. No, he's checking, he's trying to pocket side by side here, but he just can't, because the guy goes straight back into his line of racing line. As Leonardo up the inside, he tries to go there, loses a little bit of momentum in the 45 car there, he does, but is still behind him, which is not a good thing there. It's not. Leonardo here with 2 to go now, with the leading 2 make their way into the first of the corners. They do. There is a battle on here, there is still for 4, and it could go either way, you know, for 4th, you know, it could go either way. It could just be a miracle for that Jan stays in front, but I don't believe he will for much longer. If we had I think if we had 3 laps to go now, I think Jan would not be in the lead, and I think Jan will not be in the lead, and Jan will not stay where he is. But you know, or she, you never know, though. You never know. It's racing too. It could happen in this lap. It could happen like it did to Robert, but the spin and the crash around really does annoy him. It is. That's what Robert has to think about. He does here. As the leader here, though, is halfway down the back straight already. Is halfway down now, as now going down the back straight is the second place. 3rd and 4th still battling it out. Here they are into the third to last of the corners of this kind of complex of corners, and then down the back straight they'll go. Leonardo here is looking ever so tired here. If I had at the end of the race these guys could talk to me, he would say that he would be tired of this race, he would. I assure you, he would say, I really wanted to get past. If I got past, I would have been so happy. And as I got past, if I did, but the leader now is in corner number 1, so he is second on his last lap. Now second is. These two are way behind the leading two, but they don't care. They just want a podium. Leonardo just wants the points, slash not points. He wants the money. I mean, not the points. Who cares about points? Really, nobody does. Because there's no points in the championship. Every round there's money available, not points. It's like the World Endurance. They do have points, but not really matter about points. Everyone's matter about money and winning their categories. So yeah, side by side he goes, Leonardo. Will this be the place he does it? It is. He hits him. Leonardo now puts the throttle on. Now he does. He's now side by side with 5th position with John. He is there, but will he get the job done here? Will he get the John done? Well, I don't think he will, because John's pulled a gap out, and Jan said, "See you later, Jan has," and he's gone away. But Bastian here, what a race Bastian's had. He's going to win this from Adri, from Dran, from John, from Leonardo, from Trevor, who is getting a 4-second penalty, from Robert, from Matthew. Are your order there? So he'll get a 5-second penalty, does Trevor. So we'll see where Trevor finishes, and that's not going to be where he actually finishes, because in the chat, out that corner quickly now. Not yet. So I could quickly just check this quickly first. .53, okay. Comes Bastian. Here he does. It's across the line to win the race. There he goes. What a race there. He does. Second now crosses the line. Second's crossed. And Andrew there's done alright. Duran has got a bit of pressure from the guys behind. Not really big pressure though. Here he won't. But Duran, I think, will just manage to get it here. I will. But these three will come closely together. They will here. Third is Duran. His team. Two of his team stick their hands out and will be happy. Third, John. Fourth, John. And fifth, Leonardo. Sixth will be Trevor. Coming now with how much gap to the guy in front? 7th, Robert. 8th will be Matthew, and the final position of the race. There, what a race that was. So, Bastian wins it from Adri, from Duran, from John, from Leonardo, from Trevor, from Robert, from Matthew, and that is it. So, just quickly look at John, just count Trevor, Trevor would stay 6th, sorry, Trevor would stay 6th, but would be only 2 point, no, sorry, gets a 6-second penalty, will only be 2 seconds ahead of Robert. So, yeah, good there it was. Bastian there got a 5. Yeah, so that was a great race there it was, and I can't believe that race was over there quite quickly. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'm just going to quickly see what the Gab League are, because I've done mine. I'm just going to see what the Gab League are. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy. Subscribe and like if you are new. They're in their race. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.